What if I told you that the very carbs everyone fears, the ones you were told ruin weight loss, block fat burning, and stop you from slimming, are actually the same carbs that can make your body burn fat nonstop? Sounds impossible, right? But stay with me, because this video exposes a truth that flips everything you thought you knew about weight loss tips, fitness, healthy meal plans, and how to lose belly fat on its head. And once you understand it, eliminating abdominal fat becomes easier and far more natural than any lose weight fast trick you've ever tried. Today, I'm going to reveal the specific type of carbs that don't spike insulin, don't slow your metabolism, and don't sabotage your progress. In fact, they boost metabolism, stabilize hunger, upgrade mental health resources, and help your body shift into a state of fat burning that feels effortless. If stubborn belly fat, slow energy, cravings, or frustration have been part of your journey, what you'll learn in the next few minutes will feel like finally turning the lights on in a dark room. These are the carbs no one talks about, but once you understand them, your ability to lose weight healthily will change forever. By watching this video until the end, you'll discover how these hidden carbs work, how to use them strategically inside your healthy meal plans, and how they activate continuous fat burning even while you rest. This isn't another generic fitness lecture. It's a blueprint that can help you lose weight fast, eliminate abdominal fat safely, and build a body that feels lighter, sharper, and more energized every single day. If you've been stuck, confused, or tired of diets that fail, this is the moment everything starts to make sense. Let's begin. Most people spend their entire lives terrified of carbs, convinced that anything with starch automatically destroys weight loss, kills fat burning, slows your ability to slim down, and guarantees you'll never lose belly fat again. But the truth is far more interesting. Almost no one is overweight because of the carbs themselves, but because of the wrong kind of carbs eaten at the wrong time, combined with a metabolism that has become confused, sluggish, and unable to switch into fat-fueled mode. And that's the part no diet influencer ever explains. There is a hidden category of carbs that your body actually thrives on, carbs that quietly activate fat burning, enhance your ability to lose weight healthily, and push your metabolism into a higher gear. When used correctly, these carbs become a weapon for those who want slimming results without starving, restricting, or relying on unhealthy, lose weight fast traps that only cause rebound weight gain and frustration. This video exists because people are exhausted from being told 100 different rules about fitness, nutrition, and healthy meal plans that never seem to apply to their real life. You've probably tried cutting calories until you felt miserable, eliminating all carbs until your mental health felt unstable, or doing strict detoxes that drained your energy instead of boosting metabolism the way they promised. Yet the belly fat stayed. The cravings got worse. The scale barely moved. And deep down, you could feel that your body wasn't broken. It was simply missing the right information. That's where these overlooked carbs come in. They feed your microbiome, support digestion, stabilize sugar levels, and create a biochemical environment where your body starts releasing stored abdominal fat because it finally feels safe and supported, not stressed or deprived. The reason these carbs are so powerful is because they trigger a metabolic shift that most people never experience in their adult lives. When you eat them, something remarkable happens. Your gut bacteria produce compounds that communicate directly with your metabolism, telling it to reduce inflammation, increase satiety, and fire up fat-burning pathways that have been asleep for years. Instead of causing spikes and crashes that sabotage weight loss, these carbs smooth out your energy curve and make you feel calmer and more in control. They help regulate hormones that impact cravings, mood, and even sleep, factors deeply tied to mental health resources that most weight loss tips completely ignore. And once your hormones stabilize, slimming becomes a natural process instead of a daily battle. But here's where things get even more fascinating. When your body receives these specific carbs regularly, without sugar, without processed fillers, without artificial additives, it begins to revive its metabolic flexibility. That means it can switch between using carbs for fuel and using fat for fuel effortlessly. Most people stuck in the cycle of abdominal fat and low energy have lost this flexibility. They burn only sugar, never fat. They wake up tired, feel hungry constantly, and feel trapped in a metabolism that works against them. Introducing the right carbs at the right time, inside the right meal pattern, can break this cycle and unlock a level of fat burning that feels almost automatic. It doesn't feel like dieting. It feels like your body finally learning to breathe again. The problem is that the health industry rarely talks about this because fear sells better than truth. Cut carbs is easier to shout than explaining metabolic science. But cutting all carbs only works temporarily, and then your stress hormones rise, cravings explode, and you rebound harder than before. That's why so many people regain more weight after extreme diets. They didn't heal their metabolism, they only shocked it. What you'll learn here is a method that doesn't rely on fear, restriction, or suffering. It's based on nourishing your system in a way that kickstarts fat burning from the inside out. It gives your body the signal to release stored belly fat, reduce inflammation, and speed up weight loss naturally while protecting your mental state and long-term health. Imagine this for a moment. Instead of waking up with cravings or feeling guilty about food, you wake up with stable energy, no morning hunger spikes, and a calm sense of control. Your clothes fit differently. Your digestion becomes smoother. Your mood becomes lighter. You don't obsess over calories or stress about every bite. This happens because the right carbs stabilize the hormones that control hunger, satiety, and metabolism. They also feed the good bacteria in your gut, which in turn help regulate weight, cravings, and even your emotional well-being. Science now shows that more than 70% of your metabolic communication happens through the gut. So when you nourish it correctly, your entire body responds with better fat burning, better energy, and a natural tendency to slim down. And here's another piece almost no one realizes. When you add these carbs to your healthy meal plans, especially during the first meal of your eating window, you create a metabolic foundation that prevents fat storage and encourages fat burning throughout the entire day. Instead of spiking insulin, these carbs help keep it balanced, allowing your body to tap into stored abdominal fat whenever it needs energy. The result? You lose belly fat more steadily and with far less effort. And because your meals feel more satisfying, you're far less tempted by the snacks and processed foods that derail most weight loss journeys. The combination of satiety, stabilization, and metabolic activation is what makes this strategy so effective and sustainable. But perhaps the most surprising benefit of these special carbs is how they impact your mental clarity. When cravings drop and energy levels even out, your brain finally receives consistent fuel, leading to better focus, better mood, and fewer emotional triggers around food. Many people who adopt this style of eating say it's the first time in years they felt truly in control of their body, not the other way around. This is why fitness experts, nutritionists, and scientists are starting to shift their recommendations away from fear-based carb restriction and toward a more intelligent approach that uses natural foods to enhance fat burning instead of blocking it. As we move deeper into the video, I'll show you exactly what these carbs are, how your metabolism reacts to them, and how you can use them strategically to boost metabolism, accelerate slimming, eliminate abdominal fat, and build a body that burns fat around the clock. What you're about to learn is a complete reframe of everything you were taught about weight loss. And once you apply it, you'll understand why some people can eat carbs daily and still lose weight fast while others cut everything and make no progress. It's not genetics. It's not luck. It's metabolic intelligence. And today, you'll finally have it working for you instead of against you. As you begin to understand how these overlooked carbohydrates operate inside your body, it becomes clear why so many traditional weight loss methods fail. They ignore the metabolic intelligence that determines whether you burn fat or store it. One of the biggest misconceptions about fat burning is the belief that it happens only through intense exercise or fasting. While these tools can help, they are not the foundation. Your foundation is metabolic consistency. These slow-digesting carbs offer a form of consistency that accelerates weight loss by preventing the blood sugar roller coaster that leads to cravings, lack of focus, emotional eating, and the familiar crash that drives people toward unhealthy choices. When your glucose levels remain stable, your body doesn't panic or demand quick energy. Instead, it turns toward stored fat as a reliable backup. This shift is the key to eliminating abdominal fat without relying on willpower alone. It's also the reason many people experience better mood stability and cognitive clarity, which contributes indirectly to improved mental health resources and better adherence to healthy meal plans. Imagine going through an entire day without the sudden hunger spikes that push you toward processed foods. Imagine being able to go longer between meals without feeling weak or irritable. That's the kind of metabolic environment these carbs create. They slow digestion, nourish the gut, and allow your system to run smoothly, which boosts metabolism naturally. And when your metabolism is calm and predictable, you begin to experience the sensation of fat burning not as a struggle, but as a background process, something happening beneath the surface because your body finally has the conditions it needs to operate efficiently. This is the moment when people notice their clothes fitting better, their stomach gradually flattening, and their energy lasting from morning to night without stimulants. Another reason these hidden carbs are so powerful is their impact on hormones that influence weight loss, appetite, and body composition. Most people don't realize how sensitive these hormones are to the types of carbs they consume. Quick-burning carbs trigger insulin surges that immediately halt fat burning and shift the body toward fat storage. But the carbs we're discussing here digest slowly, signaling the body to release only minimal insulin, just enough for fuel, but not enough to shut down fat metabolism. This is why people who include these carbs strategically can lose weight fast without feeling deprived. They're working with their biology instead of fighting it. With stable insulin and steady glucose, the body becomes a far more efficient fat-burning machine, capable of slimming down while preserving muscle mass and supporting long-term fitness. What makes this even more interesting is the psychological effect. Enhanced mood stability means better decision-making, fewer binge episodes, and more motivation to stay consistent with weight loss tips, healthy meal plans, and overall lifestyle improvements. This is why transforming your metabolism requires more than just counting calories. It requires choosing foods that harmonize your energy, your hunger signals, and your emotional patterns. When you remove chaos from your metabolism, you remove chaos from your behavior. This ripple effect often surprises people because they expect weight loss to be physically demanding, when in reality, the most important transformation happens inside. Clearer thinking, fewer cravings, more control, and a sense of confidence that comes from seeing steady progress. Now consider the gut, which plays a central role in slimming, immunity, digestion, and even emotional well-being. These specific carbs act like nourishment for the beneficial bacteria that regulate everything from nutrient absorption to metabolic rate. When the gut is well fed with the right type of carbohydrates, inflammation decreases, digestion improves, and the body becomes more efficient at burning fat rather than storing it. Many people don't realize that a sluggish gut can slow metabolism, weaken energy, and make it nearly impossible to eliminate abdominal fat. But once the gut receives slow digesting carbs enriched with natural fibers, the entire digestive tract begins to function more smoothly, creating a ripple effect across the entire metabolic system. Fitness also becomes easier when you fuel your body with carbs that sustain energy rather than deplete it. Whether you enjoy walking, strength training, or any form of movement, these carbs give your muscles a steady supply of glucose that increases endurance, supports muscle tone, and enhances fat burning during and after exercise. This is why athletes and trainers who understand metabolic science never fear the right carbohydrates. They rely on them. As you integrate these carbs into your diet, you'll notice that eating becomes simpler. There's no need for extreme detoxes or restrictive plans that drain your energy and damage your mental health. These carbs fit naturally into everyday meals, making it easier to follow healthy meal plans without feeling overwhelmed. You'll be able to craft meals that taste great, support your goals, and keep you full for hours, a combination that most fad diets fail to deliver. Over time, this consistency leads to significant changes in your body: reduced abdominal fat, improved muscle definition, stable mood, enhanced metabolism, and a renewed sense of lightness that affects both your appearance and your mindset. As you begin applying everything you've learned, a shift happens. You stop viewing weight loss as a chaotic battle of restriction and start understanding it as a biological alignment between the fuel you choose and the results you want. These overlooked carbs become a powerful tool, not because they're magical, but because they restore a natural order within your metabolism. When your body feels supported with steady energy, it finally releases stored fat that has been locked away for years. You experience this in subtle but profound ways. Your morning energy becomes more stable. Hunger becomes predictable rather than aggressive. Your mood feels grounded, and fat burning becomes a continuous, effortless background process. This is how you lose weight healthily and avoid the burnout that comes with aggressive, lose weight fast methods that ignore your biology. What surprises most people is how quickly this internal recalibration begins. Within days of adding the right carbs, you start noticing differences in your digestion, your mindset, and even your emotional relationship with food. When glucose enters your bloodstream slowly and consistently, your cravings fade because your brain no longer interprets hunger as an emergency. Your metabolism can then shift its priority toward fat burning because the body knows there's no imminent energy crisis. This creates a metabolic environment in which slimming feels natural, your ability to eliminate abdominal fat improves steadily, and long-term weight loss becomes far more sustainable than harsh diets that lead to rebound gain. As this metabolic stability grows, something else begins to change: your confidence. When you can follow a nutrition plan without feeling deprived, when you enjoy meals that support healthy meal plans and fitness goals, and when you understand how your body responds, you reclaim control over your health. This emotional shift is one of the most powerful side effects of using the correct carbohydrates. It eliminates the guilt cycle, the frustration, and the constant stress that sabotage so many weight loss journeys. You become consistent not through discipline, but through alignment. And this alignment naturally amplifies fat burning, helps you lose belly fat, and provides the mental clarity that enhances overall well-being. These carbs also play a crucial role in muscle preservation, which is essential for long-term fat burning. Many people unknowingly slow their metabolism by following restrictive diets that deplete muscle tissue. But when you fuel your body with slow-release carbs, your muscles receive a steady supply of energy that protects them from breakdown. This allows you to maintain more lean tissue, which is directly responsible for boosting metabolism. The more muscle mass you preserve, the more calories you burn at rest, creating a powerful foundation for continuous fat burning. This is why integrating these carbs into fitness routines leads to faster slimming, improved strength, and better endurance. One of the most overlooked aspects of effective weight loss is how much your body relies on predictable patterns. Hormones related to hunger, satiety, digestion, and fat storage all operate on rhythms. When you consume chaotic foods, quick-burning carbs, processed snacks, or irregular meals, you disrupt these rhythms and create metabolic confusion. But when you introduce carbs that digest slowly and support hormonal balance, your body returns to its natural alignment. You feel calmer, more focused, and more capable of making intentional choices. When you consume the right type of carbohydrates during the day, you prevent the blood sugar collapses that normally trigger nighttime cravings, overeating, or disrupted sleep, all of which interfere with slimming. Instead, your system remains calm, stable, and ready to use stored fat during rest. This nighttime fat burning is one of the most powerful yet underrated benefits of nourishing your metabolism properly, because it allows you to lose weight fast without relying solely on daytime willpower or intense workouts. These carbs also make it easier to follow healthy meal plans consistently. You won't feel the urge to snack constantly or search for quick energy fixes that sabotage progress. Your meals become satisfying, your digestion becomes smoother, and your thinking becomes more linear and clear. This has a compounding effect. Better focus leads to better decisions, which lead to better results, reinforcing motivation. When your mental clarity improves, you also strengthen your emotional resilience, which is an essential component of long-term weight control. People underestimate how much mental health influences fat burning, but stable glucose and calm digestion directly support cognitive balance, reducing emotional eating and boosting your sense of control. By this point, you begin experiencing a completely different relationship with your body, one where energy is predictable, hunger is manageable, and fat burning feels like a natural side effect of fueling yourself correctly. Instead of resisting cravings, you prevent them. Instead of forcing fitness, you're energized for it. Instead of fearing carbs, you understand which ones help you slim down and which ones hold you back. This shift gives you the power to eliminate abdominal fat in a way that feels sustainable, realistic, and deeply aligned with how the human body was designed to function. And the beauty is that you don't need extreme diets, expensive supplements, or complicated routines. All you need is the right fuel at the right time. By choosing these slow-digesting carbs, you set the stage for continuous fat burning, better mood, improved digestion, enhanced fitness performance, and steady progress that doesn't disappear after a few weeks. This approach helps you lose weight healthily while boosting metabolism and protecting the muscle mass that keeps your body lean and strong. Now that you understand how these carbs work, the next step is simple: apply the knowledge. Begin integrating them into your meals. Notice how your energy shifts. Pay attention to how your hunger stabilizes. Watch how your body responds when you give it what it needs instead of forcing it into deprivation. As you continue, you'll experience what thousands of people have discovered. When you nourish your metabolism with the right fuel, fat burning becomes effortless, slimming becomes sustainable, and losing belly fat becomes a natural extension of treating your body with intelligence instead of fear. There's a natural solution to speed up your metabolism, control cravings, and support your weight loss journey naturally and effectively. Click the link in the first pinned comment to start transforming your body. If you want to truly transform your body and learn how to lose belly fat healthily, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll share practical strategies and little-known secrets to boost your metabolism and keep the weight off for good. Click now and discover how to take your weight loss to the next level